Bro, we're at 50K. And like it's literally crazy. Like it's unbelievable. I thank you for everybody that's here. But I've been hearing about this kind of safety issue that's been talked about. Like, you know, make sure I stay safe. But let's actually just talk about, and maybe wonder for a second, why the United States government stopped assassinating black leaders. Because there's a reason for this. Like, you know, for why Malcolm, MLK, Fred Hampton, you know, were gunned down. But in the 80s, it's crickets. We're going to talk about why there was crickets. Right, like, and it's like, do you really think white people had to change their heart? No, they just switched the method. Let me break it down how they switched the method. Right, so there's coin, right? And they spent the 60s and 70s wiping out radical black movements, right? They infiltrated, arrested, they murdered. Once they silenced the revolutionaries, they didn't need assassinations anymore because there wasn't a movement left to kill. By the 1980s, black radical policies got swapped for black excellence, right? Instead of liberation, they were bag chasing. So instead of MLK, we got Michael Jordan. Instead of Panthers, we got black CEOs. And don't get me wrong, I love seeing us win. I love seeing us black folks win. But success within a system is not the same as dismantling it. Right? Like it's not the same thing at all. They stopped shooting us down in the streets and started letting us make it as long as we played by the rules, right? You could be rich, famous, and powerful as long as you didn't step out of line. As long as you don't challenge white supremacy, the moment you step out of line, you're going to get blackballed, discredited, thrown in jail. They're going to go for you, right? They're not concerned about a person like me. They waiting for me to be in the front of a protest saying something too loud. And keep in mind, they did not stop with oppression, right? They just upgraded it, right? We're in the new model. Instead of assassinations, they gave us mass incarceration, lock up powerful leaders before they rise, media hit jobs, turn revolutionaries into clowns, right? And economic pacification. Don't fight, just get money, right? That's what they want us to think, that individual wealth is the same as collective freedom. Nowhere close. They want us to believe that buying black is more powerful than fighting back, right? But listen, representation and revolution are different things, right? The integrationists, they really got their little way, right? They really did. They got to be seen, right? And I just don't think that's all we wanted. So if your success doesn't shift like power, right? Like, then it's just another tool to keep us quiet, realistically. Like just honestly, if they don't have to kill us anymore, that means we already lost the fight. The question is, how do we get it back, right? Because we're actually in an era post black militarized radicalism. We're actually post that because they succeeded on eliminating that, right? Like we're going to have to see a new rise, right? And in this new rise, there'll definitely be something that none of us have been comfortable with before, or at least been discouraged against. And it's going to involve more people than what the civil rights had before, mostly because the black narrative no longer can be silenced by some of the earlier means. This is not going to end on like a lighthearted note, but I just wanted to be known that the main reason why they stopped killing us is not because of civil rights. We haven't gotten new rights since 1965, I'm pretty sure, just off the top. We haven't got new rights since then. We haven't got anything since then. So the social situation has not changed, right? A few black people's lives has changed. And really, these are the type of people black women are getting betrayed by. I heard about this in the comments, talking about how they get rich and then leave. Did Jay-Z buy a Ferrari from a black man or from a place, the place they named Ferrari?